Welcome to Android Study Jams. Android Study Jams is a study group where app development enthusiasts meet to learn Android development with Kotlin using a curriculum designed by Google. The program started on 25th of November 2020 and the deadline to complete the tracks is 25th of January 2021. For further instructions, you can refer to the Telegram group. You can also drop your queries in our Telegram group or email them to appdev.dscauce@gmail.com. I am Karun Karthik, the facilitator for this program. I am currently pursuing my third year in Information Technology at Andhra University College of Engineering. Now we'll see how to do the tracks which are a part of the program and earn the badges required to be eligible to receive the certificate of completion. Here are some of the prerequisites that will be helpful for this track. Having basic computer literacy and basic math skills is recommended. You'll also need a computer and access to the internet to take the online course. It is also helpful if you have an Android device so you can test your app. A USB cable will be needed for connecting your phone to the computer. If you don't have an Android device, don't worry. You can still use your computer to emulate an Android device. Let's get started. You can start your course by using the link g.co/android/studyjams. So open your browser and go to g.co/android/studyjams. And make sure that you're already logged in with any Gmail account. Then scroll down and you'll find two tracks. New to programming track, that's our track 1, and prior programming experience, that's our track 2. So today we'll be dealing with new to programming track. Unit 1, which is about Kotlin basics for Android, and Unit 2 is about layouts. Under Unit 1, we can see that we have 4 modules. In this module, we have 2 videos and 2 code labs. The first video, which is an introductory video, and then we have another video which tells build your first Android application in Kotlin. And after that, we can write our first program in Kotlin. And this is a code lab. In the before you begin section, you'll be told a little bit about what is a program, and a little information is given about why we chose Kotlin as a programming language to develop Android applications. Little information is given about the code editors as well. And then as you scroll down, you can see the prerequisites for this code lab, and then the objectives, that's what you learn and what you'll build, and the requirements, that's a computer with a modern browser and an internet access. And then click on next so that you'll be going to the next article in the same module. And then here you'll be running your first program in Kotlin. You can use an interactive editor, or if you're familiar with IntelliJ IDE, you can even use that. So then this is a code snippet. Here, this is the program code in the editor. This is a simple program created using Kotlin language. Here this program consists of 4. First is the function keyword, and then we have a main function, and then we have 2 curly braces which denotes the body of the function, and then we have a println statement which prints the hello world string. And then you can run the program code and get the output. In this section, each and every part of the code is clearly explained. Next, and this is the solution code. At the end of every code line, you will be having a solution code, which is the solution to all the things taught in that particular module. And then click on next. In this section, all the important points in the module are summarized. And then in the next section, we'll be having some additional resources. And then here we have a practice on your own section where you can work with your code, mess around, and get comfortable with what you're doing. Click on done. Now that we have seen a code lab, This section is also similar to the previous one. We'll take a look at the quiz. Just click on take quiz. Now in order to receive a badge for a particular module, you need to pass the quiz of that module. A program is a series of instructions that a computer system executes to accomplish some action. Which keyword will you use to define a function in Kotlin? It is the fun keyword. So the following you need to create a Kotlin program that prints a line or text. A main function is mandatory. Curly braces, println or print function, and then a piece of text surrounded by quotation marks. What do you expect this Kotlin code to do? It prints 2 lines of text. How would you modify this main function so that it prints a 6-layer cake for someone's 4th birthday? Since it requires 6 layers of cake, we'll set this one. This is the answer for the 5th question. Then which of these options correctly call the function below and pass its valid input argument? So say name is a string, location is a string, age is integer. So it's a string and it's an integer. Just quickly try it again. Just click on next path. So in this pathway we have already seen how to install an Android Studio application. So I'll be skipping it. This is also done in form of a code line. Then we'll just create and run our first Android app. Okay, the introduction tells that the prerequisites are we need to know how to set up, configure and use applications such as word processor or spreadsheet. We'll be learning how to deal with Android Studio and build an app. These requirements should be followed. And then an Android Virtual Device or AVD is an emulator which is to be used if you don't have an Android phone to run the application. This section tells how the files are structured inside the root folder of our project. Now we'll have a short summary of what all we learned in this module. These are few additional resources. This is an optional code line. You should be following this if you want to use your mobile phone to test the applications. Click on next. The Google USB driver. This is used to connect your mobile phone to the Android Studios. So click on next. And in this step, you will run your app on Android device. If you have any errors, then you can troubleshoot them by following these steps. Now you can just attempt the quiz. Now as I have completed the first module, Instead of taking the detailed explanation of the third module, we'll directly go on hands-on session. Okay guys, now this is the last section of our video, and now we'll be looking at how to create a birthday app. And so to save our time, just skip the setting up of the project section. Once the setup is done, the Android Studio looks in this way. So you can check if the program is running or not by creating an Android virtual device. And to create an Android virtual device, you should go to the AVD manager and you can create a virtual device. I skip this step because I have already created an Android virtual device. And in case after creating the Android virtual device, something will not work, in that case, just click here, click on wipe data, and then you're good to go. To run the app, use this icon here. Just click on that. And then this is our first demo app. Now this is our first demo app. Now we'll be modifying this application into a happy birthday application. So we'll just close this AVD. Now you can delete this text view in the center. Click on that and just press delete button. Now the basic components of the happy birthday app is that we'll be having a message to the person and a sender. So we'll be quickly adding two text views for that. So just click on the text view here and just drag it this way. And then here on the right hand side we have a column called as text. There just change the text to happy birthday Sam. Just press enter. So here you can see that the text in that box is changed. And now we just click on this and add a constraint widget. The constraint widget is basically the constraints that you set to position your elements on the screen. So here just press 16 on the left hand side. So this means that irrespective of the size of the font, this text view is placed at a distance of 16 units from the top and 16 units from the left. You can style it. Just change the text size to 16. Similarly, we'll add another text view for the sender. Just place it here. And then change the text view from DSC to UCT. And then you can change the text size to 36 SP. And just drag this. Practice. And even for this you have to set the constraint. Oh yes. Now this is the current state of our app and this looks so plain. So now let's add a background to this application. Yeah, now we'll add an image view. In order to display the images in our application, we just need to import them. So click on the plus button and then select import drawables. And then here we have Android party.png. Click on next. Click on import. So select this one and click on OK. Yeah. So this looks good. Constrain its layers to top margin and even to the bottom margin. And select the layout height as 0 dp match constraint. Even here it will be 0 dp match constraint. Now you can see that there is a white space above and below the image. So we'll just remove that by scaling our image according to the size of the. So under the common attributes, go to the scale type, and here you can select a center crop. Okay, that looks good. Now we can see that in our blueprint, the screen on the right side is our blueprint, and on the left side is how it actually appears. Here we can see that we have two text views and an image view. But in our mobile screen, we can only see that there's only one image. So what we'll do is we'll just drag this image and move them below the text views. So we'll just do this. So now we can see that both the text views are above the image view. And development also includes developing the applications according to the best practices. So here you can see 3 exclamatory marks. So these are actually the hard-coded values. We don't want the values to be hard-coded. Click on this, and in the hard-coded text section, click on fix. This tells resource name is image, resource value is image, and click on OK. And then we can see that the exclamatory mark, that's the warning beside the image view, is now resolved. Similarly, we can resolve the warnings of the other text views too. Just click on hard-coded text, click on fix, click on OK. The same thing for this one. Yeah. So now our application is without any errors. Click on run. You can see that the application which we have built is successfully installed in our emulator. So this is the basic steps which we will be following while building the Android applications. Furthermore, throughout the course, you'll be building even advanced applications. You'll be knowing about recycler view, databases, and how to add buttons and how to connect your application to the internet. So that's all from this tutorial. Have a great day and keep learning.